Okay, now we come to the fun part of Stellarium. All the little nooks and crannies and tidbits of the software. For one cool thing is when you come onto it, and obviously it's showing, oh look, we're facing south. Okay, well, what if you don't want to face south? Well, you can click and scroll with your mouse. Or if you don't have a mouse, if you're working on a laptop, you can use your left and right arrow keys. But it can take you. Oh, now we're looking west. Oh, gee, there's the sun. And north. There's north, and scroll around. Now we're looking east. All right. Now, the other cool thing is when you look down here, look on the bottom, this little bar down here, look right here. As you can see, the time is now 18:19 or 6:19 and 55, 56, 57 seconds. So it actually clock goes in real time. And with it, any astronomical objects will move in sync with the actual astronomical objects in real life. Now, one thing you can do if you do not want the clock to advance, if you want to freeze time, is come down here in the lower right again, next to the hourglass, and click where you see the play button. Click on that, and it'll actually pause the advancement of time. You just froze time. You're a time lord. Okay, not really. And now everything has frozen. But everything has frozen. The other cool thing you could do is start time again, and now with this, these buttons here is a fast forward and rewind in a way. So actually you can click once, see how time starts moving faster. Click again, it goes even faster, and you can actually start seeing objects, the astronomical objects move. Click one more time, it's much, much faster. So you can actually increase the rate of time. Once again, you're a time lord. And now we start coming into night. You want to go a little bit faster? There, we can go several days. Alright, that's a little too much now. Let's stop. Alright, let's go back to current time. Okay, now let's go forward a little bit. Alright. We will go at night. Now stop. Okay. So we will go to about midnight. We'll just say midnight. And now we can look to the south, or scroll around, and we can start seeing the nighttime sky. All the stars here. Here's the Big Dipper. Here is the Big Dipper, which means right there, that's the North Star. And you can actually click on it. And it'll come up, information will come up over here, and it says Polaris. It's a pulsating variable star. And it'll give the magnitude 1.95 magnitude, which is the brightness of the star. Now, to deselect on it, you just right click. Now, as you come around, this actually shows the Milky Way. Right here, you can see a hint of the outer parts of the Milky Way. And as a matter of fact, right here, you can also see the Andromeda Galaxy. So at this point, at about midnight, 11 midnight, 1 a.m. on this date, current date, the Andromeda Galaxy is actually visible. Now let's deselect that. Whoops, deselect. Okay, go back down to the horizon. Let's just go around, and it'll even give you planets. Here's Saturn. Okay. But now, here we are. Here's the core of our galaxy. This is the center of our Milky Way. And if we want, we can zoom. Let's go backwards a little bit. Alright, so now you can see the motion of the Milky Way through the sky. Okay, let's stop it real quick. There's Mars now. So, at 11:10 p.m., Mars is visible. And almost the majority of the center of the galaxy is above the horizon. So this is a time of night to be able to get a good shot of the Milky Way. The other thing you can do is come over here to the left. Onto this panel over here on the left where you had the location window. You can also click on this button here that looks like a clock. It says date time window. And click on it and that pops up. This little window here pops up. We'll just move it over so you can see the Milky Way. Here you have the date and time. Date and time, you can also go to the Julian. Well, I'm assuming most people probably don't know Julian, so we'll just work in this standard numbers here. The date, August 2nd of 2016, and the time, obviously not the current time that I'm recording this, but the time that I have this stopped at. So you can even change the times and dates on this. So you can go through and see, change it from the second to the third. Oh, see how the Milky Way looks at the exact same time, but a day later, and another day, and another day, and another day. So if you actually wanted to go down the line, sometime down the road, and plan your shoot, see where the Milky Way is at a specific time, or the best time to actually view the Milky Way, or the best position, like right here. This is great. On the 6th at 10:45 p.m. and it's counting up, which means, let's pause it real quick. Okay. Milky Way is actually quite a bit above the horizon here. And the other thing with that too, let's deselect that, come to the east. Now we're on the 6th, not the Julian, but standard time here. Go 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. And at some point, if we keep moving forward, oh look, there's the moon. Now on the 17th at 22 or 10, quarter of 11, the moon is kind of on the southeast sky, and actually it will show that at this point you just cannot see the Milky Way. Let's actually kind of go back current time. Alright, let's go back current time. Here we are, no, not the Julian, current time. So let's go ahead a little bit. Night, okay. So we'll go about 11 o'clock. So look in the west. We'll go on the 3rd, still no moon. 4th, still no moon. As of this date, we are in new moon or coming out of new moon. So keep going forward. Right here on the 8th, at about 11 p.m., you can start seeing a moon. Now let's go back an hour. 9 p.m. Oh boy, it's higher. Okay, forward an hour. Back to 11. Now let's move forward and see when the moon will set. And right about here at my location at 11:17 p.m. on the 8th, the moon will set. Now on the 9th, here's the moon again. So let's go a little bit further forward again to find out when the moon sets. And again, right here at 51. So each night is about 45 minutes. But at this point, though, the Milky Way is starting to get a little bit low in the sky. Let's just move forward. Let's say midnight. Yeah. We're starting to get a little bit below. 1, 2. As it moves west. 3 a.m. Actually 3:56, 4 a.m. Now let's go 5, 6. Oh, sun starting to come up. So at that point you can see that the Milky Way is not very visible, but it's still there and is in the western horizon at 4:56 a.m. on the 10th of August. Now your assignment, I want you to go to Stellarium and I want you to find your specific location and have that set up. Whether you can find it on a list of an actual city, or if you live in a rural area, if you choose a rural area, you can do it with the Google search again and get the GPS coordinates. But I want you to find your own personal location, and then I want you to go through and choose a date and time where you think the Milky Way will be the best in your area, and I want you to post it onto the course. I want to see it, and I want to see what you have to, what you have to say and what you think will be the best time. I hope I get lots of people to put it on. Bye.